If you've ever found yourself reaching for cookies, chips, or soda after a restless night, you're not alone. Science supports what many of us know intuitively. A lack of sleep leads to increased cravings, especially for sugar, high-carb foods. But why? Why does this happen, and how can a good night's sleep help curb sugar cravings? I'm Dr. Hamilton-Stubbs, co-creator of the 40-Day Low Added Sugar Transformation. And today I want to share with you 3 ways sleep is connected to sugar cravings. You see, sleep affects nearly every system in the body, including our metabolism, appetite hormones, and brain function. When you don't get enough sleep, several things happen that directly impact your food choices. Number 1, hormone imbalance. Sleep influences 2 key hormones that regulate hunger. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone that signals when it's time to eat. Leptin, the hormone that tells your brain when you're full and you've had enough to eat. So let's start with ghrelin, the hunger hormone. Ghrelin is made primarily in the stomach, though small amounts are produced in the pancreas and the hypothalamus. Ghrelin stimulates appetite. When your stomach is empty, ghrelin levels rise and signal your brain, especially the hypothalamus, hey, it's time to eat. Once you eat, ghrelin levels drop. How it increases hunger? Ghrelin not only increases hunger, but it also encourages the brain to seek out high-calorie, high-sugar foods. This is a survival mechanism designed for times of famine. But in today's food-rich environment, it can backfire, especially when it's combined with sleep loss. Okay, now let's talk about leptin, the fullness hormone. Leptin is produced by fat cells, also called adipose tissue. And leptin tells the brain that your body has had enough energy stored, and it decreases your appetite and increasing energy expenditure. Let me say that again. Leptin tells the brain that your body has enough energy stored. This causes it to decrease your appetite and increasing the amount of energy that you burn. So when you eat and store fat, leptin levels rise and signal the hypothalamus to stop eating. However, chronic sleep deprivation can cause leptin resistance, meaning your brain doesn't get the message even when leptin levels are high. And this leads to overeating. When you are sleep deprived, ghrelin increases and leptin decreases. This means your body feels hungrier than it actually is, and it's not craving salads. It wants fast energy, which usually means sugar. Okay, way number 2, impaired brain function. Lack of sleep impairs the brain's decision-making regions while ramping up activity in the reward centers. This makes junk food look more appealing and reduces your ability to resist temptation. So sugar is hijacking your brain's reward system, leading to temporary pleasure, but long-term problems with focus, memory, and self-control. So let's dig deeper. Sugar and the brain's reward system. When you eat sugar, it triggers the release of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. This dopamine hit happens at the nucleus accumbens, a key part of the brain's reward center. The brain loves these feel-good hits, so it starts craving more sugar to recreate the effect, just like it does with drugs or gambling. Over time, repeated sugar consumption desensitizes dopamine receptors, meaning it takes more sugar to get the same reward, driving compulsive behavior and craving. Excessive sugar leads to inflammation in the brain, and it weakens the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for planning, impulse control, and decision making. When this part of the brain is impaired, you're more likely to make impulsive food choices and struggle with delayed gratification. For example, choosing a donut now instead of holding off for a balanced meal. Okay, the third way, increase cortisol. Chronic sleep loss can raise cortisol levels. That's the stress hormone. What this means is not only does it lead to fat storage, but it also spikes cravings for comfort foods, particularly those loaded with sugar. How a good sleep can help you curb cravings. Let's talk about that now. So the good news is improving your sleep can help you regain control over your cravings and make healthier food choices. Number 1, you get better hormone regulation. A consistent 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep at the right time of your sleep cycle, according to your genetically predetermined best bedtime, can help balance your ghrelin and your leptin. Number 2, improve self-control. A well-rested brain makes better decisions. And number 3, more stable blood sugar. Poor sleep can make your body more insulin resistant, leading to blood sugar spikes and crashes. These crashes often trigger sugar cravings. Quality sleep helps maintain stable glucose levels, reducing those dips that push you toward the candy jar. So here's some tips. We're going to talk about this in the 40-day low added sugar transformation. I want to teach you how you can find your ideal bedtime, the number of hours of sleep that you need, and not just some random number because the range is between 7 and 9 and you decide to pick one. So I'm looking forward to talking with you and sharing how sleep could be a powerful way to help you control your sugar cravings. My final thoughts: sleep isn't just about rest. It's a vital part of your body's regulation system. By prioritizing sleep, you can support your body's natural hunger cues, reduce sugar cravings, and make it easier to choose foods that nourish and energize you. I'll see you at the transformation.